Alrighty, cool. So let's go ahead and just jump right on in. Alright, so oops. Hold that thought. I started playing this game yesterday, and I actually got pretty close to finishing it, but I rage quit. Because there we go. I got to a point where I knew I could figure it out, but I was really tired because it was like 2 o'clock here, and I just gave up. And now I'm gonna finish it because I'm not a quitter. Yes, I am. That's a lie. So we're trying to get this little thing to work, but as you can see, the light bulb I have is dead.
Yikes! Guess there was something wrong with that bulb.
You'd think the way she screeches that she got, like, electrocuted, but you know. So we're gonna go back down to where the light bulbs are, which means we have to open this again. And then walk all the way back around. That's my one problem with the point-and-click style of these games, is that if you have to go anywhere that's not in your immediate vicinity, it gets really tedious really quick. Right. So I kind of cheated at this part. I read a hint thing that told you how to figure out which one's which. And apparently that little tink sound means that it's dead. So I think it's that one, but we'll double check the rest of them just to be sure. Okay, so yeah, that's all of them except for like that one and like that one. So let's try that one, and if it doesn't work, we can come back down here. Again, I swear I've tried every single one of these bulbs twice, but I have yet to get the right one, which means clearly I haven't done that. Also, I do apparently now post these videos to YouTube. So if anyone wants to say hi there, I would be more than happy to respond, because I feel like the only people who are going to end up watching these videos are like my family. So
Ah, there we go.
ta-da! Which means I can now do the Morse code thing, but I still don't know what I'm actually supposed to be sending her. Because I still haven't done anything with that yet. But the anagram we figured out said telephone number, which is what I'm assuming we're supposed to send to her. But we've yet to find any kind of telephone number. So let's go back to the boat really quick and take a look at our notes and our journal to see what we do have and what we still need to do, because it was really late when I stopped playing this last night. Actually, really quickly, I'm going to try and go out in the canoe or kayak, excuse me, and try those directions, see if they work. Oh wait, no they won't, because that's not how the thingy works. Okay.
What's up?
I'm having issues articulating today. I'm sorry.
Jenna Devlin said some of the things that were stolen from her back room in that burglary were boat parts she'd bought at Save King.
And?
Do a lot of people around here buy boat parts from Save King?
Everyone around here shops at Save King for boat parts and practically everything else. Any other questions?
Are you aware that there's a whole lot of fish going bad in your freezer?
Of course I am. Whoever tore up my engine damaged my wiring, too. Refrigerators out, freezers out, TVs out.
Why do you have so much fish?
All right. I've been feeding the orca okay, but I'm not the only one. I can't afford to feed her much, and there's not enough natural fish in the channel for her to exist on, yet she's doing fine. Which means someone else is feeding her too. You know, this is not a good time for me to be trying to entertain a house guest. How about a rain check?
No problem. I understand.
As soon as I get this fixed, I'll take you to the mainland so you can catch a flight back to River Heights. I'm sorry, Nancy.
David. My boyfriend has to go to work now. Alrighty, so let's take a look at what we got. We might have to call in either Bess and George or the Hardy Boys, but we'll see. Alright, so we already did the anagram buster, and the only thing that came up that made sense was telephone number. Okay, so those are the only two things we have going on right now. This is that other note that I pulled up with the port and starboard on it.
Maybe I can use my handy-dandy anagram buster
I'm
to
gonna look
figure out what those
maybe
strange
telephone
words
number.
on Hilda's gifts mean.
Excuse me.
That doesn't make sense. Not. Nah. I don't think so. Telephone number. Maybe that's it. Not. Nah.
Grab me some milk in the Oreos before you leave. I'm streaming. Alright, let's go ahead and call our friends. I'm really, really glad that this whole mess gets cleaned up in later games. Oh, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean to call her.
You have reached the desk of Dr. Irina Predoviciu. I'm away from my desk, but will be back in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Why is my brain not working? Cool. There we go. Thank you. Bye.
Hardy Res, Joe speaking.
Hi, Joe. Me again.
Hey, Nancy, we're both here.
Is the dog still there, too? Never mind.
Her owner is on his way to pick her up.
He better be. Goldie, be quiet!
Is she yellow?
Goldie is about as black as dogs get,
I'm sure her owner can explain when he comes to pick her up.
which better be soon. The neighbors are starting to complain about the noise. Goldie, bad dog!
This is a Great Dane, by the way.
Andy Jason has a boat in a bottle that Katie says was made by a settler in the mid-1800s who would periodically and
Hello,
mysteriously
welcome.
disappear.
Mysteriously?
Whenever this ex-pirate would show up, Benjamin Hawkins, that was the settler's name, he'd vanish for days at a time. Nobody knows where he and his family hid.
I know how he did it.
Assuming they hid in that tunnel we found earlier.
How he did what?
I know how he got the boat in the bottle.
How?
I
Can't
do,
tell you.
but-
Been sworn to secrecy. But I can tell you this. It does not involve any kind of shrinking machine.
It turns out that the tunnel is connected to the lighthouse. And when the door between them opens, so does this other door that leads from the lighthouse into the sea caves.
Of course. That's how the Shanghaiers would get their victims out to the boats in the harbor.
And how the burglars have been escaping with their loot.
I kind of feel like I've gotten way off track, though. I mean, what does any of this have to do with Katie?
Keep going, Nancy. You're getting close to something.
Yeah, you've got doors flying open all over the place. Just keep it up.
I've seen the gifts that Hilda gave Holt, Jenna, and Andy. Any hint as to what I should do now?
Sometimes letters get scrambled into anagrams before they get assembled into words.
Sometimes detectives have fancy laptops with fancy software that can unscramble them.
That's really unhelpful, because the only thing I saw that made sense was telephone number.
Talk to you later.
Call
And
us
I don't
anytime.
know- I haven't
Yeah,
seen any
it's a pretty sure
telephone
bet we'll
numbers.
be here.
Let's try calling Bess and George.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. Can you talk?
Hey, Nancy, of course I can talk.
I think she just wanted to make sure nothing on the stove was in danger of igniting.
Everything's safely on simmer. What's up?
Holt Scotto caught me poking around the lighthouse
That was
and
way
freaked.
long
He
ago.
all
That
but
was like
chased me away with a stick.
Beginning of the game.
Why should he care if you poke around the lighthouse?
Good question. The obvious answer is that he's hiding something.
One should always be suspicious of a suspect.
Right.
I can't figure out if Andy Jason is friendly for real or if it's because he's basically a salesman.
What does he sell?
Whale watching tours. He keeps trying to talk Katie into selling her company to him and becoming his business partner.
Think he wrecked her boat so she'd have to go into business with him?
Could be. Katie is allowed to get right up next to the orca while he has to stay 300 feet away. He doesn't like that.
I wouldn't trust him, Nan. Once a salesman, always a salesman.
Remember my neighbor, Ray Olaf? He was a salesman, but he quit.
Yeah, to go to work for a company that repossesses pets when people can't pay their vet bills.
She's right. Don't trust him.
I can't
I
believe
found
that's
a letter
thing.
buried in a box on the beach. It was written by this supposedly crazy woman named Hilda.
What do you mean, supposedly crazy?
Well, I was told that she went a little wacky after her husband died and became a hermit. But her letter actually made sense.
What did it say?
She wants me to send her something from the top of the lighthouse in Morse code.
I hate to burst your bubble, but she sounds way wacky to me.
Well, eccentric maybe.
No, we're talking Liberty Bell here, Nance. The woman is cracked. Be careful.
Casey, the maritime librarian, suggested that the SS Whitechapel Dawn may have been smuggling something into the U.S. when it went down.
I don't get why you're so interested in some shipwreck.
I don't know, finding wood from a wreck that shouldn't be producing driftwood on the same beach where I saw dead fish that shouldn't be there? Something's weird.
I think you should stick to finding out who vandalized Katie's boat.
I think you should follow your instincts, even if they do seem totally bizarro.
I'm afraid Katie's given me the boot.
What do you mean?
I mean, as soon as she finishes fixing her boat, she's going to drive me to the airport and send me back to River Heights.
She's kicking you out? Why?
I found out she'd been feeding the orca, which is illegal, and I guess she was embarrassed and didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, that sounds like Katie. I'm sorry, Nan.
My gosh, George, you sure have some weird friends.
Weird cousins, weird friends. What can I say?
How are you guys fixed for hints?
We're good.
Just say the word.
I've seen the gifts that Hilda gave Holt, Jenna, and Andy. Any hint as to what I should do now?
Those nonsense words that were written on them, maybe there's some kind of anagram.
Yeah, maybe the letters would spell out something that made sense if they were in a different order.
You have some kind of anagram buster on your laptop, don't you?
Ooh, use it and see what happens.
I better get going.
Yes.
That
You
was really
smell
unhelpful.
Something burning.
Shoot! Bye, Nance.
I'm gonna look at this one more time, because maybe I
Maybe
really
I can
am
use
missing
my
something.
handy-dandy anagram buster to figure out what those strange words on Hilda's gifts mean.
At least it's not making me type them in myself. See, that has to be it.
Telephone
The only one that
number.
makes sense is telephone
Maybe that's
number.
it.
But I don't think I have anything with a telephone number. things that no longer does she mean my telephone number? Okay, let's try that. Let me get some paper and a note card. It doesn't really help that I'm playing this game in the dark. Hold on. Alright, so Nancy's phone number is 523 555 4399. Let's translate that into Morse code. What was here? Sorry, this might take a second. 523 555 4 3 Alright, there we go. Let's head back to the lighthouse, see if that works. Oh gosh, do I remember the number? 3, 4, 8, 5, 7, 5? That's it. Alright, let's try this. So 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Oh, yep, I think I got this right. Dot, dot. Dash, dash,
2.
dash. Dot, 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 dash, dash.
3. 5.
5,
5.
5,
5. 4. 3. 9. 9.
Let's see if that works. It's making like triumphant music, so I'm going to assume I did that correctly. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't usually get... Okay. So I can now turn this on, but I can't do that, which means I probably got it right. Oh!
Hello?
Hello, Nancy. Hilda here.
Hilda? Hilda Swenson?
Easy, girl. It's not like you're talking to the Queen of England or anything. Although I did meet her once. Stuffy lot, those Windsors.
Okay, cool.
How did did you know my name?
Where there's a will and a satellite internet connection, there's always a way.
Everyone thinks you're crazy, but you don't seem crazy.
People think what I want them to think. But let's get on with it. We may be running out of time. I've sent you an email. Read it, follow the instructions, and we'll do lunch.
That'd be great.
No. It's just an expression, dear. No one in Hollywood ever really has lunch when they say they're going to do lunch.
Oh.
I'll be in touch. And rest assured, I'll be watching. Which reminds me, someone's been up in the lighthouse. I couldn't see who. I hope they aren't doing any damage.
They did leave kind of a mess.
We really must put a stop to this, Nancy. Ciao!
Cool. Which means I get to go back to the boat again.